It's a beautiful night here in Mahtomedi, Minnesota. The school year has started and the athletics competitions are heating up as the Liberty Classical Academy Lions travel here to Mahtomedi to face the Zephyrs here on SEC Sports. All by myself once again tonight. My name is Alex Westad, pleased to be bringing you this exciting soccer matchup between two powerhouses in their respective conferences. As you can see there, a very cloudy night here in Mahtomedi. It's very chilly as we take a look at the sky once again. 61 degrees, mostly cloudy, with a fierce wind coming out of the northwest at 15 miles an hour. It should affect how the ball plays off the turf. Now, as we take a look at the standings for the Liberty Classical Academy Lions, most of the private schools in the area are gathered into one conference. As you can see there, only 10 are listed on this screen in front of you, but there are many more in addition to that. Last season, Liberty Classical finished third with a 7-3-1 overall record in conference play. We'll go ahead and flip now to the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. As you can see, last season in third, 5-2-1 at 7-5-3 overall. Good season for the Zephyrs last year, but one that they certainly hope to improve on this year, already starting out at 3-0. As you can see, the starting lineups being announced. We'll take a look at some of our players to watch. First, as we see there in white for Mahtomedi, as we wait for that graphic, that's number 14, Helio de la Torres, who scored a goal in the last two games. The junior midfielder did for the Zephyrs as they took down St. Paul Harding and St. Croix Prep in their last two matchups. As for Liberty Classical Academy, as you see there on your screen, number 17, Vitaly Brown, has scored 2 goals this season for the Lions of Liberty Classical. And when I talked to the head coach, Trey Thompson, he expressed that Brown was one of the players who really forced the pace as the transition occurred between both sides of the field for the Lions. As we'll take a look at that side. As you can see there's a graphic for Helio de la Torres. Unfortunately, Mahtomedi in white tonight on the other side of the field, and Liberty Classical Academy in blue with the white stripes down the side. Liberty Classical goalie wearing yellow, and the Mahtomedi goaltender Josh Bates wearing lime green. Very chilly night, a windy night here in Mahtomedi. A picture-perfect night for the first day of school here in Mahtomedi as we take a look at the upcoming schedule for Liberty Classical. As you can see, a lot of private schools that they play: Groves Academy, International School, Shattuck St. Mary's on the 15th, St. Paul Prep, Learning for Leadership School, Minnehaha Academy, and Chesterton Academy. When I talked to the head coach, he described it as 2A, single A, little small schools, and then these guys. That was how he described it, as they seem to be playing in the lowest assigned division here in soccer in Minnesota. As we take a look now at the Zephyrs schedule, they had Simley coming up here this week, then at North, Mounds Park Academy coming up as well, South St. Paul, St. Thomas Academy, St. Paul Como, and Blake, as well as Tartan to round out the schedule. As you can see there, number 6, Alicia Johnson, playing for Liberty Classical Academy. Interesting to see, of course, that the population of the schools requires that should a girl decide to play soccer, that she would play on this team, and Miss Johnson has done so tonight for Liberty Classical Academy. 40 minutes on the clock here in this opening half. Lions will start possession moving right to left across your TV screen, with the Zephyrs, of course, moving left to right. As we await for the last official to get in position here on this near sideline. The officials wearing green tonight for this early game, the second game, of course, of our SEC Sports doubleheader. Zephyrs and the Stillwater Ponies in girls action coming up a little bit later after this one, as Ottaviani plays it up ahead onto the far side, and the Lions will start to move the ball. Ottaviani playing with the ball, try to get it past Prawatman, as the Zephyrs will take control and send it all the way back now for Jamie Berg, the senior defenseman. to Corey Pilarski on that far side. Pilarski last season attended North St. Paul High School before transferring over to Mahtomedi and now playing for soccer. And we assume hockey as well, as Pilarski led the league in the state in goals for much of the regular season last year, as he gets it into De La Torres, and then gets it back now here for Connor Stoker. Stoker back for Mulcahy, and back further now for Berg. Berg across onto that far side, as that's Trig Myers, who gets it back into the center now for Gavin Gorelnik. Finds a hole, looking back for De La Torres, and gets it back on the near side for Connor Stoker. Stoker dishes it off for Lallier, and then gets it back himself. Up ahead now for De La Torres. Up ahead now as into the corner goes De La Torres, looking for a cross, sent in front, and a nice smothering save, but it falls into the back of the net as the goaltender Ben Horn couldn't hold on to the Lions, and an excuse-me shot beats the goaltender, and Elio De La Torres scores first for Mahtomedi. As you can see, a cross attempt that the goaltender Horn cut out to play, and with the conditions of the field here, we did have some sprinkles earlier. It might have been an instance where the ball just slipped out of his hands. He was unable to make the save, and as a result, here in the first minute, the Zephyrs go on top 1-0 over the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy. As the Lions will start play up once again, as Vitaly Brown will take it. He'll dish it back to Levi Button, and then back into the center of the pitch for Joseph Nelson. Onto the far side, Orviani. Tried to get it ahead, though, intercepted by Elliot James. James dished it across for De La Torres before Lallier is able to reach for it for the Zephyrs. De La Torres back into the center of the pitch for Isaac Johnson. A shot goes high off the crossbar of the field goal post, and it'll be a goal kick upcoming here for Mahtomedi. As we take a look at the opportunity here, there's Elliot James. A nice shot on goal, just a little bit too high. And that gives the Lions a chance here on the free kick. As the rain starts to fall a little bit more heavily here at Mahtomedi, something that seems to happen regularly when we cover games here at George Smith Field, home of the Zephyrs. As the ball is sent in now, and the Zephyrs, Connor Stoker can send it all the way back to Jamie Berg. Berg working the far side of the field. Shovels it across, and then we'll send it on back. As here's Mulcahy, who sends it up ahead. As De La Torres looks for Lallier on the near side. Lallier, soft touch pass to Pilarski, back for De La Torres, and then a lead up ahead as a cross in front goes off of a Zephyr. I believe offsides was called. And we'll get a free kick coming here for Liberty. For the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy, they play their games at what they call, as I look through my notes to try and recover what they call their field. More commonly, they play it at Sunrise Park Middle School over in White Bear Lake, is where they play their home games. They call it Polar Lakes Park, as they refer to it on their scheduling purposes. A nice connection as a great little save there as the Zephyr tried to race in to get a shot on goal, but the goaltender Horn was able to come out and make the save. Horn, a player to watch for Liberty Classical Academy. When I talked to the head coach, he said that the goaltender in their last game that they played the other night, as the ball goes out of bounds on that far side. But the head coach said that last game when they played, I look for it here in my notes, when they played St. Agnes, despite losing 1-2, the goaltender made 20 saves in that game to keep his team alive in it, as the Lions were unable to hold on against St. Agnes. And the goaltender Horn will send a right-footed kick into the center of the pitch, intended and then intercepted again by the Zephyrs, but Horn gets the rebound, and he'll attempt to start play back the other way once again. So Horn sends a right-footed kick high, intended there for Alicia Johnson in the center of the pitch, before bouncing for a couple of Zephyrs. Johnson lost the battle there with Stoker for Lallier, whose lead pass up ahead for De La Torres can be cut off by Daniel Drexel for the Lions, before it gets played here in the corner again by Lallier. Lallier off of the foot of Levi Button for the Lions, and it comes all the way back to Alicia Johnson. Johnson's cross to the other side of the field can be left up ahead now for Vitaly Brown. Vitaly Brown, though, lost it, and it can be controlled by Jamie Berg for the Zephyrs, who sends it back now to Mulcahy. And then back onto this near side for Stoker. For Lallier, as Lallier looks to reset the tempo. Stoker up ahead to the center of the pitch now, as Goralnik for Lallier, and then up ahead once again to De La Torres. The senior captain just a little bit offside, and the Lions will get a throw-in. As here's Neil Thompson throwing it into the center of the pitch, but intercepted once again by Elliot James. James tried to feed it up ahead before the Lions can take control once again, as here comes Levi Button looking for an opportunity. Button sent it off of Nolan Pratumwan, the freshman midfielder for the Zephyrs. And go out of bounds, and a throw-in coming here from Mahtomedi. A little bit too far, as Ottaviani can field it up ahead. Off is Pilarski now. Gathered control. Here's Pilarski once again. Defended well, though, by the Lions, as Pilarski tried to go behind the back. No look. It goes out of bounds as Ottaviani can play it. Here for the Lions. Throw in to the center of the pitch. Gathered, though, by Vitaly Brown. As the Zephyrs playing well defensively, haven't had to play much of this game on their side of the field. As here's Lallier trying to get around the defender Neil Thompson. Couldn't do so. Or perhaps he did, as I believe a throw-in coming here for Liberty. As the umbrellas have started to come out now in the seating area here at Mahtomedi. Pass goes up ahead. Bounce past Stoker, and then into the center of the field once again, and the Zephyrs can reestablish their attack. Mulcahy across once again for Jamie Berg. Berg, great pass through the middle, trying to lead Pilarski. Pilarski onside, but the goaltender Horn can smother it up, and the Lions can head back the other way. As Horn's right-footed kick reaches the center of the field, but comes off of Lallier, and then can be directed further ahead by Gavin Goralnik, leading Elio De La Torres, as the ball bounces out of bounds, and a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. It'll be Lallier to take the throw-in for Mahtomedi, waiting for the offense to set up. As Pilarski fights for the ball, De La Torres shovels it around again, as the centering attempt by Pilarski just a little bit too far, and the Zephyrs were offside. It'll be a free kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. Shoveled back now to the goaltender Horn. As you can see, we have switched camera angles just because of the rain, and we're trying to protect our equipment. As Horn standing in his goal box, the right-footed kick. Finds Ian Anderson on this near side before turning it over, and it can be gathered once again as Horn comes out of his crease to kick it out to the corner. Will be a throw-in coming in the corner for Mahtomedi, as Elliot James will come to play it here in the 8th minute of play here in this one. 1-0, Zephyrs leading on the goal in the opening minute by Helio De La Torres. As here's Goralnik setting across in front, deflected well by Levi Button, as the Lions look to head back the other way, but Stoker races to the ball first for Mahtomedi. Stoker down back now for Mulcahy, and then back into the center of the pitch. Too far for Vitaly Brown. Intercepted once again, though, as some back and forth has started to occur. Here it comes to Stoker now. Stoker finding the middle. De La Torres trying to race around some of his players. As now the ball comes to the far side, as Goralnik left in front and is intercepted by Liberty, as Levi Button can try to take it the other way. Button, nice little lead pass there for Vitaly Brown, taken down, but Button can send it further. A whistle blows. He'll have a free kick opportunity coming for Liberty, as the Lions look to start pushing play up the other side of the field. Neil Thompson, pass intercepted though by Stoker for Pilarski, and then too far for Lallier. It'll be a throw-in coming here for the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy, as it'll be Neil Thompson to take this throw-in for Liberty over the head of Pilarski, and then to the center of the pitch for Vitaly Brown. Brown, a long pass bouncing, and the goaltender for Mahtomedi, Josh Bates, will come out to play it. First time he's had to play the ball tonight. It'll be a throw-in coming from Mahtomedi, as I believe it must have gone off one of the lines. And here in this 11th minute of play, a throw-in coming on the far side for Mahtomedi, as it bounces out of bounds once again, and the Zephyrs can slowly work up the field as Trig Meyer sends it high and far for Pilarski. Pilarski racing in, has one man in front of the net. Pilarski stutter steps around one, and it comes high into the air off of Joseph Nelson, who can clear it back out for Liberty as they look to begin a rush the other way. Past Levi Button too far, and the Zephyrs can regain possession and continue to assert their dominance on the offensive side of the ball. As here's Trig Myers sending it in for De La Torres. Almost an opportunity there for Mahtomedi, but the goaltender Horn able to smother it up and send his lines back the other way. Into the center of the pitch now, Pilarski, the first to reach it for Mahtomedi. Pilarski gets it back again, sending it in further, trying to race around the defense before simply kicking it out of bounds. I believe it went off of Ottaviani for Liberty. It'll be a throw-in coming for Mahtomedi. Shot on from a sharp angle, smothered up by Horn. As it comes loose, it's still loose. Lallier buries the rebound, and the Zephyrs now on the scoreboard 2-0. A nice opportunity for the Zephyrs as a shot came in from the far corner, about the 30-40 yard line. As you can see that the goaltender Horn made the first stop, but unfortunately the ball kept spinning. We talk about how that weather has had some impact on the ball tonight, and it certainly did as it slipped out of the goaltender's hands and gives the Zephyrs a 2-0 lead here in the 12th minute of this game. As the Lions now down 2-0. We'll send the ball up ahead as Vitaly Brown taken down, as it'll be a free kick coming here for the Lions. As the ball gets sent onto that far side. And then up ahead, as Vitaly Brown tries to race for it, as Jamie Berg simply sends it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming on that far side for Liberty Classical. Their deepest entrenchment into Mahtomedi territory here tonight. As the ball goes bouncing out of bounds on the throw-in, I believe it was offsides that was called. And the goaltender, Josh Bates, will be able to make the play as Bates fakes a defense, and then a soft kick to Stoker. And then for Lallier, the most recent goal scorer for Mahtomedi, Lallier holding the line, and a long pass up ahead for Pilarski. Pilarski tried to leave it for De La Torres, as he's able to get it and sending it back into the pitch now for Jamie Berg. Berg racing around one defender. Some great ball movement here by the Zephyrs. Elliot James cross for Stoker. Stoker, and then for Lallier again here on the near side. Lallier leaving it for Pilarski. As Pilarski's shot on goal smothered by Berg. And the dangerous bouncing ball again able to be gathered up by Horn this time. And he can send the Lions on the attack. As we take a look at the save, here as you can see, Horn in good position to make the save. But again, that wet ball, the bouncing ball, will be difficult to play on this fast turf surface here in Mahtomedi. As the ball picked up by nobody in particular, as Levi Button's able to get it first there for Liberty. A nice little move by Vitaly Brown can send the Lions attacking. Here's Button. And all the way back now to the center of pitch. Too much touch on that pass. And Mahtomedi can come racing again. Pilarski trying to race around the defense, as Horn able to come out sliding to make the save and stop the attack. Horn sends a right-footed kick into the center of the pitch. Intercepted, though, by Goralnik. Goralnik fighting for the ball with Brown. Sends it along now to Berg. Berg, long lead pass. Offsides called. It'll be a free kick upcoming here for Liberty. It'll be Daniel Drexel to take it here for the Lions. Drexel, the junior defenseman. We talked briefly with the head coach, Trey Thompson, about some of the experience that he has lost as the opportunity here on Horn, as Horn quickly gathers it up. But much of this team for Liberty Classical Academy was lost to public schools. He said that at the start of the sports season back in August, he started out with about 26 players, being able to make a varsity and junior varsity squad as Pilarski takes the ball here for Mahtomedi and sends it on back as the Zephyrs look to regain their attack. But over the course of the summer and that last month, the head coach said that he lost many of his starting players to public or other private schools, including, he noted, a senior goaltender as a shot on goal comes off of a couple of lines. It'll be a throw-in coming for Mahtomedi, as in some substitutions as well. As he mentioned that he lost a senior goaltender, many of his captains, and a good portion of his team that would have helped establish some leadership for these younger players, as they have about 7 freshmen on their roster. And some guidance for these young players would have been helpful for the Liberty Lions. As the ball comes all the way back now for Berg. Berg, who tried to lead it ahead, and it goes off of a Lion, so the Zephyrs can maintain on a throw-in. Off of a Lion once again. A little bit too far, though, for Myers. Myers, though, doing battle. And a long lead pass can be gathered up by Ben Ali. As Ali lost it, though, to a Zephyr. And Myers can send it up further ahead. As here's Didier Awad making his first appearance here for Mahtomedi. A long pass up ahead now comes onto this near side for Sam Lapadat. Lapadat, long pass out of bounds as he was intending for Ian Fosdick. It'll be a throw-in coming here for Liberty. As we have some more substitutions coming on for the Lions. We await somebody to take the throw-in. As the ball went bouncing way onto the far side of the track, and now somebody picks it back up. Zephyrs leading here 2-0. Goals by Lallier and De La Torres, pacing the Zephyr offense here tonight. As the ball comes bouncing out of once again, it'll be a throw-in here coming for Mahtomedi. Here's Fosdick. Sent a pass in front. Looking there for Adam Grelinski, the senior forward. And the ball goes bouncing into the gloves of Horn, where he can make a save. And he'll shovel it off to the far side for Ottaviani. A turnover, though, and the Zephyrs can attack again. Grelinski now. Grelinski looking to set up a cross. Grelinski opportunity in front, just a little too far, though, for Lapadat. The ball goes bouncing past the goal line. It'll be a goal kick coming. And another opportunity here for the Lions to establish their offensive threat. No shots on goal yet here for Liberty. As Horton sends a small pass, trying to go for Ottaviani before intercepted, though, by Isaac Johnson. And then Elliot James from Mahtomedi. Cross in front as a couple of Zephyrs play with it. And then Alicia Johnson can take over for Liberty. Pass too far, though, onto that far side for Jacob Martinez. Bounces out of bounds. Zephyrs with another throw-in. As a whistle blows and some substitutions come off for Mahtomedi. As Brian Conlow and Tommy Broughton will come on, a couple of juniors for Mahtomedi. As we wait the Zephyr throw-in on that far side. Throwing it in, though, but intercepted. Deflected off of a couple of lines. And some great play on both sides of the ball to keep it alive for the Zephyrs. Cross in front, too far for Lapadat. It'll go out of bounds, but the line was held, so it should be a throw-in as we take a look at the opportunities here. Just a little bit too far for Lapadat, as you can see. As the ball did cross the line, it'll be a goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. The right-footed kick, a line drive, intercepted, though, by Lapadat for Mahtomedi. Lapadat working around one defender. Lapadat's cross in front, headed just a little bit high and wide as Brian Conlow was set up perfectly to try to head the goal in. As you can see, Lapadat working around a couple of defenders there for Liberty. And a nice cross opportunity in front, just a little bit off the wrong side of the head as Conlow was unable to make that play successfully. as more substitutions come on for both sides here, Liberty and Mahtomedi. Nearing the halfway point of this first half. We're glad that you've joined us here on a chilly September night. Here's Zephyrs and Lions here from George Smith Field on the campus of Mahtomedi High School. Of course, if you're watching and you sent young ones back to school, whether they be 6 or 17 or anywhere in between, we certainly hope that they had a great first day back at school and are preparing themselves for a year's worth of learning, but also a year's worth of athletics as well. As here come the Zephyrs. Awad sending it in front too far, and the rebound control becomes an issue again, as buried on the far side, Ian Fosdick puts the Zephyrs up 3-0. As we'll take a look at this goal here, as you can see Awad streaking down that far side. He sees the opportunity as the Zephyrs had numbers, and the goaltender Horn just a little bit sliding out of position. The rebound control an issue. And Fosdick able to bury it past the goaltender to make it 3-0 Zephyrs on top here in this one. As play begins again, and it goes to Ottaviani, who sent it off of the goal scorer Fosdick, and then out of bounds, and a Liberty throw-in coming here. Ottaviani will switch out, as we can see now that the weather forecast issues rain. Lots of umbrellas still here in the seating areas. A lot of blue umbrellas, it seems. Of course, fitting that we would be here in Mahtomedi, and blue and yellow being the colors of the school. Headed off there for Johnson as it goes back to the center of the pitch. Stoker onto this near side for Lapadat. Lapadat with some room led it further there for Ryan Murphy. Just a little bit too far, though, as the play was offside. And we'll get a free kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. It'll be taken here by Daniel Drexel, as the Lions look to make a move up the field. Drexel sends a right-footed kick over most of the players, though intercepted once again by Mahtomedi. Coming back now, Stoker. Pass through the center, can be gathered up there by Grelinski. Grelinski working with the ball onto that far side. Sends it up ahead and then off of a Lion out of bounds. And a throw-in coming as Grelinski will throw it up ahead for Awad. Awad trying to dish it back around, but intercepted though by Drexel, who will send it out of bounds, and another Mahtomedi throw-in upcoming. As a throw-in over the head of a couple of players, Awad races to it. I believe somebody got the foot on the ball first, and it should be, I believe, as we await for an official flag to blow. It should be a corner kick coming here for Mahtomedi. It'll be a corner coming. Fosdick will take it for Mahtomedi, far corner, as the Zephyrs get their first opportunity on a set piece here tonight. Fosdick's right-footed kick into the center of the pitch, headed in and score. Adam Grelinski scores to make it 4-0 Mahtomedi here in this 23rd minute of play, as the Zephyr attack has not relented here tonight. And as a result, the Zephyrs are up by a significant margin as we look at that set piece again, which led to the goal. Grelinski off of the head and then past the goaltender. When the offense was in that close, there was not a whole lot that the goaltender Horn could do, and as a result, Zephyrs now lead this one 4-0. Nevertheless, we play on. It goes all the way back onto this near side for Mika Ali for Liberty. Ali sent it all the way across before it can be sent further up the pitch, intended for Ian Anderson. Anderson, though, can't hold it in, and it will be a throw-in coming for the Zephyrs, as they will send it down the pitch as it was intended for Brian Conlow. A little bit too far for him. It bounces off of the fence on that far side. It'll be a throw-in for the Zephyrs. Sent into the front, intercepted nicely, though, by Joseph Nelson. As here come the Zephyrs once again. Fosdick, as a Lion, lost the handle of it, as that was Drexel, who almost gave a gift away to the Zephyrs. But it'll come to the corner once again, and Fosdick will take it for Mahtomedi. as Fosdick sends a right-footed kick on over the head of everybody, and it'll go across the goal line, and it should be a goal kick coming here for the Liberty Classical Academy Lions, as we'll have lots of substitutions for Liberty coming in now. And the goalie can send it in now for Mika Ali. A little bit off Ali. And it'll be a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi, as Ryan Murphy will throw it for the Zephyrs. Spiked it seemed, as Stoker races to it for the Zephyrs. Stoker playing up from his position, sent it off of Mika Ali, and it should be a throw-in coming for Mahtomedi, as I believe Sam Lapidat will take it. Lapidat in that corner, looking to send it in. Can be played further along by Ryan Murphy. Murphy, though, as a whistle blows, there'll be a free kick coming here for the Lions, as it'll be Nicholas Burrow that'll play it for Ali, and then intercepted once again by Murphy. Murphy across in front, too far for Conlow, but the Zephyrs have another opportunity off the crossbar. The Zephyrs miss on that one, and a great save by Horn to take away the opportunity. As some play off the crossbar, we'll take a look at the saves here again. As you can see, that initial shot just bounced off the crossbar, almost straight down. But then the Zephyrs, with 4 in the box, trying to bury a rebound, couldn't do so, and Horn was able to make the save. Onto that far side now, Fosdick, though, regains control for Mahtomedi, sending it all the way back. As here's Jamie Berg, sent it in front, an opportunity deflected nicely away, though, by the Lions. A shot on goal goes wide, as Grelinski was playing up from his midfielder spot. As a shot goes wide, and we'll take another opportunity to take a look at that one. As you can see, Grelinski there followed it up, a nice right-footed shot, just a little bit too wide to the left. And the Lions will play the ball again in their own defensive half of the field. As the ball goes off of Fosdick, it'll be a throw-in opportunity coming here for the Lions. Center of the pitch, though, intercepted by Conlow. Conlow sends it in front for Lapidat. Lapidat racing around a line before cutting back to reestablish. Stoker sends a shot on goal, and Horn comes out nicely to make that save. And as we sit with 13:40 and counting here to go in this one, the Zephyrs still leading 4-0. Nice little cross in front for Conlow. Conlow's right-footed shot, score! The rains have started to come, and the goals have as well for Mahtomedi, as Conlow's goal makes it 5-0 Mahtomedi here in this first half. As we take a look, a nice pass in front for Conlow, and then that left-footed kick found the bottom right corner. And the route is officially on here at Mahtomedi High School. Ball comes onto the center, but it's intercepted again by the Zephyrs, as it can be played once again here by Grelinski. Grelinski fighting. Liberty still playing hard despite the score being 5-0. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi, I believe, or I'm sorry, that's Liberty that will have the throw-in, as Mika Ali, the freshman midfielder, one of 7 freshmen on this roster here for Liberty Classical Academy. Ali throwing the ball into the center, intercepted by a couple of Zephyrs, as it goes all the way back to Stoker now in the middle of the pitch, before being reestablished once again by Matt Mulcahy. For Mulcahy, the junior defenseman, one of 3 captains on this team, and we'll talk about them as the broadcast rolls along. In front for a wad before it was off of one of the Lions, and then Liberty will take it the other way as a Lion falls down, no whistle, a wad. Sent back now for Grelinski as they work to this near side. Grelinski opportunity in front, and here comes Ryan Murphy. Murphy shot in the goal. Murphy beats the goaltender Horn. It's now 6-0 Mahtomedi. As we take a look at the opportunity here, Zephyrs showing no signs of slowing the attack. A perfectly placed ball on that right side of the goaltender's glove. Once again, with all these shots, nothing Ben Horn can do except pick a corner and hope for the best. But as a result, 6-0, Mahtomedi leads here. As we'll get a substitution coming on for Liberty. As Fosdick, Grolinski, Lallier, Conlo, De La Torres, and now Ryan Murphy have all scored a goal apiece here for Mahtomedi. As the ball can be played up ahead now as Mahtomedi races to it first. As Berg being played off the ball nicely. A whistle blows. There'll be a throw-in coming here for Liberty. As Jordan Ottaviani will come back on for Liberty. As the throw comes in now, as the Zephyrs and the Lions fight for it. As it can be played here once again, a long pass stretched to that far side as he intended to go to Vitaly Brown. And the ball comes up once again as here come the Zephyrs. Fosdick on that far side. Fosdick a pass ahead for Murphy, and it goes out of bounds as Daniel Drexel was simply able to play it away. And should be a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. As Fosdick sent it back, it'll be a free kick instead. And a long right-footed kick up ahead now. Brown as the ball goes bouncing out of bounds into the Mahtomedi bench. Can be played here by Lapadat. Lapadat tries to throw it in as Ottaviani sends it onto this near side, out of bounds. Here we sit now, 10:36 and counting in this opening half of play. As Lapadat will take the throw in here for Mahtomedi. Lapadat, intended for Murphy, goes to a wad. As it goes off of the chest area of Drexel, it'll be out of bounds. And another throw in here coming for Mahtomedi. Or it'll be a free kick rather for Liberty Classical Academy, as I believe the Zephyrs may have been offside. It'll be Drexel coming now to take the free kick for Liberty, a long right-footed line drive intended for the Lions in the center of the pitch, but deflected away by the Zephyrs. As here comes Berg. Berg heads the ball forward as the Zephyrs continue to battle for it now, as Fosdick plays it up ahead for Mahtomedi. It goes off of Neil Thompson and out of bounds. We'll get a whistle. And significant changes coming for the Zephyrs here as 7 players come on. Only 1 Lion being replaced. But 7 Zephyrs coming off the pitch now. As it'll be a throw-in opportunity coming for Mahtomedi on that far side. As we'll wait for play to resume. Onto that far side, intercepted by Alicia Johnson before being headed further back. Before the Zephyrs can regain control and establish their pace once again. De La Torres trying to fight for the ball, and he will, but it's intercepted and played nicely, though, by Alicia Johnson. Johnson on that far side looking to go for a teammate, but just a little bit too far. It'll be another throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. Off to De La Torres. And then all the way back onto that near side. Cross in the center of the pitch now for Elliot James. James says here's Lapadat racing up to play the ball. Lapadat looking in the center of the field. He'll find a couple of players before it goes off out of bounds off of Ottaviani. And it'll be a throw-in coming as Lallier will take it for Mahtomedi. Lallier throwing it in off of Ottaviani once again. And Lallier will let it go out of bounds. Another throw-in. Pilarski now goes off of his stomach and then it'll go out of bounds. We did interview him on Sports Path last season for hockey as we mentioned before, he led the state in goals for a majority of the season before being surpassed by Delano's Ben Myers halfway through. But he led the league in goals for many of the season. A welcome addition certainly for the Mahtomedi hockey team, as we'll look forward to watching him play this season. As the ball going for De La Torres on that far side. Held in as he holds the line. Right near that corner, which has fallen down due to the wind. De La Torres tried to send a cross in front, but intercepted by Isaac Johnson. And it goes out of bounds once again, and a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. Myers for Pilarski, way into the air. As the Lions can try to send it out, but it's gathered up quickly by James for Mahtomedi. And then back to Goralnik for James once again. James looking for the far side now as Lapidat races the ball, defended nicely by Ottaviani as he'll try to play it alive. Taken down though is Ottaviani, and a free kick coming for Liberty Classical Academy here with 6 minutes and change here in this opening half. As a right-footed kick intended for Jacob Martinez on this far side, intercepted by Mahtomedi, but the Zephyrs lose a battle again, and it goes all the way back, bouncing out of bounds, and a throw-in coming on the side of the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy. It'll be Ottaviani to take it. A throw-in. It's intercepted by Mahtomedi. Here for Elliot James now. James racing through the center. Tried to feed it in front. Couldn't quite do so. It goes all the way back out to Jamie Berg for Mahtomedi. Berg, lead pass onto that far side as Trig Myers racing in. Myers around a couple of defenders, a shot in front, and another goal. Helio de la Torres with his second goal of this match. And it's now 7-0, Mahtomedi leading as they have officially put on the extra point here in this matchup. As you can see, we take a look, some great passing right in front as they were able to walk right past the defense. And at that point, anyone in front has a wide open net to shoot at. Helio de la Torres certainly took that opportunity, and now it is 7-0, Mahtomedi leading this one. Just under 6 minutes to go here in this opening half of play. As the Lions look to play it up ahead, but Matt Mulcahy is there for Mahtomedi looking to play it alive. As Myers races to the ball, and Berg plays it on the sideline. Berg looking for De La Torres again. Into the corner now is De La Torres able to race there first. The cross attempt in front for Pilarski goes off of the head of one of the Lions, who is down. That's number 15. I believe that's Daniel Drexel, who is down. Slow to get up. Looks to be grimacing in pain on that far corner as we have a stoppage in play. And we'll wait to see what happens. Clock's still running. As we take a look at the cross attempt by De La Torres. You can see off of the head, and then Drexel just went down. But now he pops up. He seems to be okay. But head coach Trey Thompson and athletic trainer Karen Carlson here in Mahtomedi started to go out to look at him. Drexel still, though, walking behind the far goal, trying to compose himself, appears to be favoring the left leg. As it'll be a corner kick coming here for Mahtomedi. And another opportunity on the set piece here for the Zephyrs. Cross in front as the clock starts to wind, deflected nicely out by the Zephyrs as another kick right to the head as Pilarski tried to send a shot in front. It goes off of the head of one of the Liberty players, Isaac Johnson, who appeared to be shaken up but is hanging in there. It can be intercepted, though, by the Lions as Neil Thompson tries to play the ball ahead. Thompson sent the ball back. And it can be played once again on that far side as the sun starts to come out here now in Mahtomedi. Back to that far side. Intercepted once again by Mahtomedi. And then up ahead for Ian Anderson. Anderson lost it, though, and the Lions can start to head the other way as Vitaly Brown takes control for Liberty Classical Academy. Brown trying to race around one defender, intercepted by Goralnik for Mahtomedi as the whistle blows. And it'll be a free kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. It'll be Vitaly Brown to take it here for the Lions. You'll take a couple of steps back. You'll play it at the 45-yard line. As Vitaly Brown, right-footed kick into the center of the pitch off of the head of Mulcahy, then to Pilarski for Mahtomedi. Off of the foot of Isaac Johnson, sending it ahead, and Goralnik intercepts for Mahtomedi. Back for Lapadat, Lallier, and once again for Goralnik. Looking to continue play in the defensive half here now is Mahtomedi. Up ahead for Pilarski through the center. Pilarski is Isaac Johnson races to the ball, and then it goes to Ottaviani as the ball races out of bounds. Ottaviani not quite fast enough for that one. And another throw-in in the offensive half coming here for the Mahtomedi Zephyrs. As it'll be played here into the center of the pitch as Goralnik. Then all the way back for Lapadat now, playing back defensively. Lapadat. And then for Mulcahy as the ball bounces into the center of the pitch. Can be played by De La Torres again. De La Torres for Elliot James on that far side. And then up ahead to Berg as Berg sends into the center of the pitch. Zephyrs offside though, as they had 4 players about past the defense of Liberty Classical Academy. And it'll be a free kick coming here for the Lions. As a goaltender Horn will leave it there for Isaac Johnson inside of 2 minutes here to go in this opening half. Zephyrs leading now 7-0. 6 goal scorers with 1 goal apiece. Of course, Elio De La Torres, one with 2 for Mahtomedi. Ball goes to the center, and it can be played by Lapadat here on this near side. Lapadat cuts it back, feeds it in front, as the Zephyrs look to work on their passing here in the offensive half. It's a pass of James, can be played by Berg, and then further up ahead as Myers can play it. Myers racing in. Myers trying to get into the box. Myers still with the ball, looking for a cross as it bounces off of a couple of players. We'll wait to see which side the flag will fly towards. And I believe it should be a corner kick coming here for Mahtomedi. As we take a look at the opportunity in front of the net, you see Myers there took the ball and then sent it off the foot of Alicia Johnson. Cross in front off the corner though, bounces high over the goal and out of bounds. And with under a minute to go here in this one, we'll wait to see how the Lions and Zephyrs will play it out. As a goaltender, Horn will take it. Horn's right-footed kick into the center, looking for Johnson. But intercepted again by the Zephyrs. A shot on goal from about 25 yards out by James. The goaltender, Horn, makes the save. And it comes to Vitaly Brown. Brown across here in the last 15. As it can be played up ahead now, Vitaly Brown as the Lions look to get a rush here at the buzzer. But it's intercepted and the Zephyrs will have a chance here. Far on the near side is Nolan. Protuom plays the ball in front for Pilarski. Pilarski at the horn. It will not count, as I believe the goaltender made a save. It went off the post. And that wraps up what's been a dominant half here for Mahtomedi, leading this one at the end of the first half 7-0. We'll be back with the start of the second half from this one here from George Smith Field. This is your home for Zephyr Soccer here on SEC Sports.
This is the city where danger lurks. Today, A new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. They prowl the streets alone and in packs, causing mayhem, destruction, and carnage. Warning, until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital Deadwalkers. They're not looking out for you.
Dude! Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected
Sorry.
with strong, healthy bones.
Check that smooth backside. No, really, check it. When detected early, skin cancer is highly treatable. Learn more about what to look for at spotskincancer.org.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us. All of us. You're going to need our technical skills, our math, our engineering skills. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our organizational skills, our problem-solving skills. You're going to need our determination, our honesty, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Todos hemos visto historias de conflicto que terminaron en paz. Hemos visto historias de hambre terminar en abundancia. Hemos visto historias de enfermedad terminar en sanación. Vemos historias de miedo, desesperación y pobreza, pero pueden terminar en valor, esperanza y amor, con usted. Juntos, con el amor de Dios, somos más grandes que las dificultades en el mundo. Cuando estamos unidos, podemos superar la adversidad y hacer una diferencia que durará para los que más lo necesitan. Sea parte de escribir una historia que es más grande que la pobreza y ayude a las comunidades a darle a los niños la esperanza de un futuro brillante. Entérese más en worldvision.org.
It's been all Zephyrs here at George Smith Field, home of the Zephyrs, as Mahtomedi has taken a commanding 7-0 lead here against the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy. Zephyrs will start the second half here with the ball. There's been 6 different goal scorers for Mahtomedi: Fosdick, Grolinski, Lallier, Conlow, De La Torres, and Ryan Murphy all have a goal apiece, with Helio De La Torres having 2 for the junior midfielder, or forward, depending on where his coach asks him to play. As the ball kicked back here to Mahtomedi, as the second half of play begins now with 40 minutes of stopped time, or running time rather, between us and a final here in this one. As the ball can be played by Ottaviani onto this near side, and it'll be another throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. As far as the pace of play in this game goes, it's been all Mahtomedi, whereas Liberty has had limited chances on the attacking side of the ball and has played on the back part of their feet for much of this game tonight. The Zephyrs have been faster on the passes, more crisp, more ready, just a half a step ahead of everybody, and that's what's led to the 7-0 pace here tonight. As we'll take a look at another weather update, scattered showers here at the 6 o'clock hour here in Mahtomedi. Still 61, feels a lot colder than that, as the wind's coming out of the northwest at 15 miles an hour. The weather vane and the propeller on the I believe that'll be the south end of the stadium, is spinning heavily as the ball goes out of bounds, and a corner kick opportunity coming for Mahtomedi, up 7-0. As we take a look at the weather vane spinning, as it's done for many years now, Mahtomedi. A high cross from the corner kick comes to the far side, and a wad will play it. And then all the way back now as Tommy Broughton can play it for Mahtomedi. Broughton tried to force it up ahead to Fosdick now onto this near side. It'll go out of bounds across the goal line. And a goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. Right-footed kick from the goaltender. Skips over the foot of Ottaviani. And it can be another throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. As you can see, one of our volunteers has put plastic bags around the camera. That's Karen, who has done a wonderful job to protect our equipment. Of course, we are thankful for that, as another line of Liberty Classical Academy falls down. We've had a couple of injuries so far today. And athletic trainer Karen Carlson here in Mahtomedi will come to take a look at the player. That'll be number 9, Jacob Martinez, who fell down. We'll take a look at the replay to see what happened on that play. He looks like he's grabbing his mouth as they are trying to ensure that the clock continues to run because of the score. There is no stopping the clock, as we see the conversation there between Martinez and athletic trainer Carlson. And it'll be a free kick coming here for Liberty. As Drexel looking to set up the Liberty offense. As we take a look at the quick replay here to see what happened. It's tough to tell from that angle. I didn't really see anything on that replay. But of course, without much protective equipment, as a shot goes high and then bouncing into the shot put area here at Mahtomedi Stadium, anything can happen. It'll be another corner opportunity coming here for Mahtomedi, as the Zephyrs 1 for 4 on such opportunities here tonight. Rain continuing to fall here in Mahtomedi. As Awad takes the corner, a line drive kick. Tried to go off of the foot of Pratumwan. And it'll go bouncing out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming for the Liberty Classical Lions. As we look at a closer angle on the injury, it looks like he might have gotten a hand to the face as Fosdick tried to defend the ball. And the Zephyrs lost the opportunity to play the ball there as Levi Button turned it over, fighting for the ball now. Going into the center of the pitch as Grelinski tried to race for it, and will be sent out of bounds. And a throw-in coming for Mahtomedi on this near side. The throw-in for Awad, leading it off of his chest. And it can go all the way back now before it's intercepted there by Conlow. Conlow across in front and a header. Beautiful goal as Lallier gets his second. I'm sorry, that's Ryan Murphy who gets his second. Now is 8-0, Mahtomedi leading on a great pass and header as we look at the pass from Fosdick right in front. And a beautiful header opportunity from Ryan Murphy, putting the Zephyrs up now 8-0 against the Liberty Classical Academy Lions. Here just within the 5th minute of the second half, as the Lions look to play the ball. They'll go back, and the ball will come racing now as that's Connor Stoker who plays the ball for Mahtomedi. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in coming, and Stoker will play it for the Zephyrs. Stoker into the center of the pitch for Grelinski. Grelinski racing past a couple of Lions before being intercepted, and Drexel will play it back for Liberty. Intercepted again now. Brown, Vitale tried to send it in off of Conlow a couple of times, and Conlow puts the right foot on it, and Murphy looking for 3, sends a shot in and a goal. Ryan Murphy gets the hat trick. A nice little goal from about 10 yards out off of the end of the foot, it looked like. Went right over the goaltender Horn's head, and it's now 9-0 Mahtomedi. As we'll take a look at the replay of this one, you can see Murphy streaking in, and then just off the end of the foot, had some great curve on it. Not much that Horn could have done in that 1-on-0 situation. Nevertheless, 9-0, Mahtomedi leading now as Ottaviani plays it for Liberty. And then up ahead now is Vitale Brown tries to fight for the ball for Liberty. Brown still moving around, a whistle blows. Be a free kick coming here for Liberty Academy, and Ottaviani leave it up ahead for Nicholas Burrow to play it for Liberty. Ottaviani up ahead for Brown, but intercepted. Ottaviani trying to race for the sideline. Should be a throw-in coming here for the Lions. It'll be Ottaviani as the ball slips, plays it, it slipped again, and can be taken by Alicia Johnson. As we mentioned many times now, the ball and the playing surface here, this turf, very wet, almost reminiscent of the turf surface at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, where the Tampa Bay Rays play, where the different colors have started to affect the playability of the surface. And you might ask yourself, but Alex, the playing surface of Tropicana Field is played with a dome. And I wondered that myself. However, when I went there, the colors and the differences of the turf were still in play down at the Trop. As the goaltender Josh Bates will play it here for Mahtomedi. Bates' right-footed kick, not a whole lot of action tonight for Bates, still without an official shot on goal, but one might come here if the Lions can race forward. As the ball holds the line, it might go out of bounds. It will. And Ian Anderson will have to give up for the throw-in for Matt Mulcahy. Mulcahy's throw-in for Stoker. And it can be sent to the center of the pitch now for Awad. Awad can be played up ahead. Intended pass for Fosdick now. It's Fosdick for the center of the field. That's Grelinski can play. Grelinski is shot to the corner, looking again for Murphy, as Murphy can race for the ball. Murphy, another opportunity in. Murphy, as the ball goes off the line, and it will be a corner kick coming here now for Mahtomedi. Goalie not doing the best here. Of course, faced a large number of shots here for Mahtomedi. And we will see the right-footed kick, a shot in front. Could not find a Zephyr, and Awad will play it back. As it goes all the way back once again, and the shot goes high and wide off of the foot of Pratuam. And it'll be a goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy as some substitutions come on. Again, 9-0 as we take a look at the opportunity here. As you can see, kick going high and wide to the right. Offside will be called. Another goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. As we mentioned, 6 goal scorers here tonight for Mahtomedi. Helio De La Torres with 2, and Ryan Murphy with the hat trick for the Zephyrs tonight, pacing what's been a ferocious attack here by the Zephyrs. Of course, this the first game of our doubleheader tonight. The girls game coming up after the conclusion of this one, with the Zephyrs hosting the Stillwater Ponies. The Stillwater Ponies, of course, being a team heavily favored once again in Section 4AA in girls soccer. And I believe that they won that section last year. So it'll be a good matchup for the girls Zephyrs to see where they are at. And I believe that both Mahtomedi and Stillwater lost in the section championship last year. So an exciting matchup coming up here. Of course, lots of time left in this one too, as the Lions can play it. And Ottaviani trying to race for the ball as it goes off of Fosdick, and then I believe off of Ottaviani again. And it'll be a throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi, as Fosdick can play it inside the 10th minute here in the second half of play. Fosdick, after the whistle blows, sent into the center for Pratuam, and then all the way onto that far side once again for Lapadat. Lapadat looking for Murphy. Murphy got some speed on that far side, and then into the center once again. As that's Broughton now. Broughton defended nicely, and Awad before Grelinski can play it for Mahtomedi. Grelinski a shot on, and another goal for Mahtomedi, as the second goal of the game for Adam Grelinski makes it an even 10 here for the Zephyrs tonight. 10th goal for number 10, his second of the night. As we take a look at the replay, see an opportunity, and Grelinski Was able to work around several defensive players for the Liberty Lions and made a nice play in order to get it past the goaltender Horn. As Ben Ali will play it here for Liberty. And it goes off of Conlow as Vitaly Brown tries to play it, but Conlow can gather it up for Mahtomedi. Up ahead for a wad before being intercepted by Johnson and sent onto that near side. As Ali, as a junior, tried to play a little bit too far and goes back to the goaltender Bates, who can play it for Mahtomedi. Bates sent onto that far side now for Lapadat. Lapadat, his pass up ahead, and Grelinski can play it for Mahtomedi. Grelinski with a nice move to get around Johnson. And the ball goes off of the foot of Jamie Berg. It'll go out of bounds, and a throw-in coming here for Liberty. Throw-in, though, goes right to the feet of the Zephyrs, where Matt Mulcahy can play it for Mahtomedi. As it goes out of bounds again, another whistle blows, and another throw-in for Liberty. As the Lions look to set up the throw-in, wait for the team to arrive. A throw-in up ahead as Berg can play it there, and it goes all the way back once again. Ottaviani tries to feed into the center, but Grelinski can play it for Mahtomedi. Grelinski running with the ball onto this near side here now for Fosdick as it goes rolling into the corner. It'll be out of bounds. We'll wait to see if it is a corner or a goal kick. Looks like it'll be a goal kick as the goaltender Horn comes out to play it here for Liberty. Horn's right-footed kick into the center of the pitch, intended for Levi Button, but it bounces to the feet of the Zephyrs as Grelinski can head it up for a wad, and then for Broughton on that far side. Broughton for Murphy, who gets it back now to Lapadat. Lapadat across the field for Jamie Berg, and then Berg up ahead for Fosdick once again, and then to a wad now in the corner. A wad racing around into the center, Grelinski. And the Lions, if they hurry, might have an opportunity, but the Zephyrs able to quickly snuff that chance out. And the ball will go on the far side for Lapadat. Lapadat too far for Murphy, and a throw-in coming here for Liberty. As it'll be Neil Thompson to throw it in. Goes off of the head. Be played on that line before going out of bounds. And another throw-in coming here for Mahtomedi. Lapadat's throw-in. Off of a foot for a wad now. A wad as Grelinski races to the ball for the Zephyrs. Grelinski sent back now for Berg. Berg, strong pass to the center of the pitch as he looks for Lapadat now. As Mulcahy gets the ball back, the center of that back line here for the Zephyrs. A long pass onside now for Fosdick. Fosdick off of a Lion as the Lions are able to quickly gather it back up. Pass intended in the center of the pitch comes all the way back. Ottaviani plays it, but Fosdick can race to the ball as the Zephyrs can regain possession for Grelinski now. Grelinski with time and space sends it across for Sam Lapadat. Lapadat racing in. A hard shot from the corner goes wide. Goaltender Horn does not make a play on the ball. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick opportunity coming here for Liberty as we look at Lapadat's strong right-footed shot. Bounces just to the left of the goaltender. And the Zephyrs quickly with another opportunity here in the attacking half as here comes Conlow. Conlow as the ball, though, goes racing out of bounds, and another goal kick coming here for Liberty. More umbrellas starting to pop up here as some more players come on. Four for Liberty Classical Academy and one Zephyr substitution being made. Just about inside 25 minutes remaining in this one. 10-0. Zephyrs leading the Lions of Liberty Classical Academy. Rain starting to fall a little more harder. Of course, we're thankful for our volunteers who have stuck out into this rain. I hope that they all have rain jackets. I know that our sideline field camera, Karen, has a jacket, but I'm not sure about our camera operators up top, and hopefully those bags that we have used to protect our cameras are protecting them as well. As the Zephyrs and the Lions can fight for the ball, it goes off of the foot, and a great effort there by Jacob Martinez to keep the ball in play. Ends up being fruitless as the Zephyrs get another throw-in opportunity. The ball bounces now, a wad playing it for Mahtomedi. Continues to use the body across in front. Little right-footed shot goes back to Awad in the corner. Awad all the way now for Fosdick here on this near side. Fosdick sent back, and it can be played by the Lions, who intercept the play. We got a whistle coming, and it'll be a free kick opportunity for the Zephyrs here in the attacking half, as rain really starting to pour now. And the Zephyrs have an opportunity about 20 yards from the goal line. This will be Myers, who will take the free kick from Mahtomedi. Myers is shot high, and a great save by Ben Horn to keep that one out of the back of the net. And a nice save for Horn, as it'll be a corner kick now for the Zephyrs. As we take a look at the save by Horn, a great shot by Myers, whose right-footed kick was very accurate, but Horn was able to jump up and make the save, and an opportunity on a corner kick now coming here for Mahtomedi. Right-footed cross in front off of a head, a couple of players in front. It'll bounce all the way back before the Zephyrs can maintain possession, before turning it over now here to the Lions as the ball bounces onto the far near side. Goes up ahead now, a whistle blows. I believe offsides was called. And we'll wait to see who gets the throw in on this opportunity. And it'll go the way of the Liberty Classical Academy Lions as Vitaly Brown urges on his team. Brown will bring the football all the way back to the center of the pitch on the inside part. And Brown's right-footed kick intercepted once again, and Awad plays it up ahead for Broughton. Broughton racing with the ball, a long lead pass, though, and it can be sent in front now as an opportunity for the Zephyrs. A great save on the initial chance as Ben Horn was able to come out and take away an opportunity from Brian Conlow and keep Conlow off the scoreboard. As we look at this rush, you can see Conlow had the defense beat, maybe offsides even, but the goaltender Horn was able to come out and make the save. As a great way for the goaltender to show himself and regain some confidence, as he has been tested long and hard tonight before Conlow can play it again. As the ball comes bouncing onto that far side, we get another whistle. It'll be a throw-in, or free kick, excuse me. Opportunity coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. And it's taken about the 35-yard line, center of the field. It'll be Daniel Drexel to play it for Liberty. Drexel's right-footed kick goes into the center of the field before Myers can play it for Mahtomedi. Myers on the rush. Sends a pass up ahead for Broughton. Broughton will be the first to get there. Broughton slowing it down, cutting it back, sends a cross in front. Too far for Conlow as Conlow prepared to head the ball. Comes back to Fosdick on this near side. Fosdick, as the ball can be played again by the Zephyrs. A shot on from a sharp angle off of the head. A flag goes up, and it'll be offsides anyway. It'll be a goal kick opportunity coming here for the Zephyrs. Or excuse me, for the Lions. As Horn will play the ball now for Liberty Classical. Fakes out a couple of defenders. Right-footed kick. A line drive. Intercepted by the Zephyrs, and Awad can play it again for Mahtomedi. Awad shot in front for Conlow. Conlow racing in. Sharp angle. Shot and a goal. As I believe Brian Conlow has put another one past the goaltender. I believe that's 3 for him. We'll take a look at the replay. As Conlow racing in again. Just beat all the defense and just enough of a loft on the ball to make it 11-0 Mahtomedi. As the rains continue to fall. We'll wait for play to resume here. Under 20 minutes to go here in this one. It's been all Zephyrs tonight. A dominating effort, 11-0 now. The Zephyrs lead over Liberty Classical Academy. As the Lions look to score a goal or provide some sort of an offensive spark to leave this one feeling good about themselves. As the ball comes to the center of the pitch, and Myers can play it here on this near side now for Berg. Berg, long pass up ahead. It looks like Broughton will be the first to get there for Mahtomedi. Broughton's right-footed shot goes wide left of the net. Out of bounds, and a goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. As we get some more substitutions coming on. Right-footed kick, a soft one, intended for Neil Thompson of the Lions. And the pass just a little bit off here for Liberty. And the Zephyrs will have another throw-in opportunity, as here's the Zephyrs as they send it right out of bounds, and Liberty will have the chance to play it again. As it'll be Isaac Johnson to play it here for Liberty Classical Academy. Johnson's throw, or I'm sorry, that is Jacob Martinez, the 9, covered up slightly, as Broughton will race to the ball. Tried to move around Daniel Drexel, but couldn't, as the Lions turn it over once again. Lions across in front off of the head of Stoker playing up, and can be sent back out as the Lions look to move it the other way. Shot on in, goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick coming now for Liberty as they look to play the ball back the other way. Soft pass to the corner once again. Up ahead onto this near side now for Martinez. Martinez, long lead pass intended for Levi Button. Button around one, but defended nicely off the edge by Berg. As Berg throws it right back in, looking for Pilarski, but headed by Martinez, as Liberty can try to move the other way. Here's Vitaly Brown. Brown, some nice moves. Around one, sent it in front, and it goes off of Lapidat to the corner, and it'll be an opportunity on a throw-in, I believe, for Liberty Classical Academy. As in the distance, Zephyrs and Ponies warming up for their game to follow. Comes all the way back to the center of the field. And another run here for Mahtomedi as it'll be 2-on-2. Tripped up briefly, and a whistle will blow as a result of that. As the Lions were able to defend the opportunity, as you can see there, an opportunity for Mulcahy, and all that Daniel Drexel could do was simply play the body and force a whistle to give the opportunity for the defense to set back up, as a pass escapes the foot of Pilarski, and it can go back the other way, as Liberty now has a rush with numbers the other way, but quickly back is Berg for Mahtomedi. Berg racing back as Button able to play it himself down the far side, but Berg gains control, and it goes off of Button out of bounds, and a throw-in will come here for Mahtomedi. As Berg with the ball now, throwing it up ahead, looking for Pilarski, but intercepted by Martinez. Martinez sent it to the center of the field, but Mulcahy can get in, push it off to the near side. Onto that far side once again as the Zephyrs look to reestablish in the attacking half. A far ball for Broughton can be played there by Drexel for Liberty. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in opportunity on that far side here for Mahtomedi. As Broughton yields to Lallier, who will play the throw-in. Lallier sent in front for Stoker. Stoker sends a cross in front looking for Pilarski, too far. It'll bounce out of bounds, and should be a goal kick coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. 15 minutes and counting in this one. Zephyrs leading 11-0. We're pleased that you've joined us here for this broadcast here on SCC Sports. For our camera operators, myself, Alex Westhead, and all of our crew back in the truck, pleased to have you join us this one here on SCC Sports, SCC Community, or on our YouTube channel, Suburban Community Channels, where most of our games are published the day after the event. Sometimes it might take us a little while if it's off of a weekend, like a Friday night football game, but usually we're pretty good about that. As we get another whistle coming here, another free kick opportunity for Liberty. And it'll be Burrow to take it for Liberty. Sends it into the front. And it can be intercepted by Helio de la Torres for Pilarski, who just simply sends it off his foot and then leads it for Stoker. Stoker with a chance and room. Stoker sends it right on goal, and Horn once again struggling with rebound control, but gets to the corner, and all that Mika Ali will do is send it out. As we take a look at the opportunity here from Stoker, as you can see, off the gloves, then off the head, as Liberty seeming to have some miscommunication about what to do with the ball on defense, rather. And the Zephyrs can get it off the throw-in once again. Goes into the corner as it went off of Drexel. As the Zephyrs race to it, it'll be a corner kick opportunity coming here for Mahtomedi. An area where the Zephyrs have excelled tonight, converting 2 such opportunities. As we wait for the ball to be placed right on that line. The right-footed sent in front. And a whistle blows. I have an opportunity the other way as a free kick comes for the Liberty Lions. And can be played onto this near side. And then back into the center of the field for Isaac Johnson. Johnson up ahead, but intercepted again by the Zephyrs, and Myers can play it. Myers to the far side for Lapadat, who sends it along further as Lallier playing up. Lallier, as Ali races to the ball for Liberty, sends it out for a throw-in opportunity coming here for Mahtomedi. Wait for the opportunity of the throw-in. Stoker. Stoker sent it across, too far for anybody to try to head the ball in. It goes bouncing out of bounds. And it should be a throw-in opportunity for the Lions. As it'll be a throw-in, Nicholas Burrow will take it. Burrow's throw intended for Johnson, then to Pilarski, as the Zephyrs can force a turnover. Back onto the far side now, Lallier racing for it. Lallier reaches the ball first, sends it in front, intercepted though by Brown. Brown. And then Lallier can force another turnover. Lallier in front, and it goes wide as a couple of Zephyrs were standing in that goal box area, but none of them could tap it home. So the goal will remain 11-0. And it should be, as we'll wait for official signal, there'll be a corner kick coming here for Mahtomedi. As we wait for the corner, some negotiation about who to take it. It ends up going off of somebody, and it'll be a throw-in now for the Zephyrs. Throwing the ball in, Stoker tried to get it from Mahtomedi. A long cross in front, headed off the goal post and over the top. And it's a nice opportunity there, just a little bit too far as Tommy Broughton headed it just a little bit too high. It'll go bouncing out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick opportunity as the Lions can play it in their own corner. Up ahead now for Johnson. And it goes bouncing into the center for De La Torres as it goes off of his foot, and he can send it back now to Mulcahy. Mulcahy looks on that far side for Lallier now. Lallier, long pass up ahead. Broughton might run a race. Broughton, around one, gets it back to Lallier. Lallier off of a Lion. They'll go bouncing out of that goal line, and another corner coming here for Mahtomedi, with just over 10 minutes left to go in this one. As you can see, 11-0. Sky starting to become a little bit blue on near the water tower here in Mahtomedi, as it looks like the rains have subsided for the most part. As a corner opportunity taken by Lallier off the foot of Broughton, bounces wide. Zephyrs looking for a hand signal. And I believe it'll stay here, and another throw-in opportunity, I believe, coming for Mahtomedi. There's now under 10 minutes left to go in this one. It'll be taken by Myers in the corner. And the corner kick opportunity coming here for the Zephyrs. Myers is corner high. Goes onto the foot of Stoker as it's followed up nicely off of the hands and can be smothered up as Horn's able to make the rebound stop as Elliot James tried to put one past the goaltender. The Lions are able to play it up ahead, but it's taken over once again by the Zephyrs. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be another throw-in opportunity coming here from Mahtomedi. Lallier will take it. But substitutions will come on, so he will not take it. 3 aside for the Lions and the Zephyrs. As we will wait for play to resume. It'll be a wad to play it on the far side for Mahtomedi. Up in front, as Mulcahy's starting to play up from the back line. Ball goes out of bounds. The Zephyrs will get another throw in. A wad will take it here for Mahtomedi. Sent in front, Pilarski now. Pilarski sending it further as De La Torres trying to play the ball. Goes off of a couple of legs in front. As it comes all the way bouncing back out. And the Zephyrs can reestablish their zone control. Here now for Myers. Myers. Shot goes off of a couple of defenders and comes back now to Lapidat for a wad once again. And then back to Pilarski. Pilarski turned it over, and the Lions will simply send it back to center before it can be gathered there by Grelinski. Grelinski for Lapidat, and then back to Grelinski once again. Then across now onto this near side for Jamie Berg. Berg for Pilarski. Pilarski fighting for the ball now as De La Torres will play it for Mahtomedi. A long ball onto that far side for a wad. A wad's cross in front, and a great opportunity goes by the wayside as another follow-up. Here's the ball goes bouncing back and forth, side to side, and the Zephyrs have nothing to show for that opportunity. As we'll take a look at the replay, some great cross by a wad, just a little bit off the foot of Mulcahy. And then as Myers tried to follow it up, went past a couple of Zephyrs. It goes bouncing over the cage, and there'll be nothing to show for that opportunity. And the goal kick will come here for Liberty, as a goaltender Horn sends it to his defense before being intercepted by a wad again. Sent it in front. Stoker trying to race to the ball, try to get an opportunity, but it goes bouncing out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick coming here for Mahtomedi, or Liberty, I'm sorry. It is tough to tell, of course, as the Liberty goaltender wearing yellow, and yellow being one of the Mahtomedi colors. So an honest mistake, and I hope you'll forgive me for that, as the Zephyrs can maintain control once again. As onto that far side, Mulcahy can play the ball for Mahtomedi. Mulcahy goes all the way back to Grelinski. Grelinski, and then back to Lapidat. We'll send it across, and all the way back to the goaltender Bates, who has started to play up here for Mahtomedi. Bates now for Berg onto this near side. Berg looking to the center of the field for Murphy with a hat trick tonight. Sent it in front, as it'll be a race to the ball off the goaltender, who will come out. It'll go right between his legs. And playing the position nicely is Ben Horn, who makes a great save on the opportunity here from Mulcahy, as it goes right where it hurts, and the ball bounces right at his feet, and he's able to come on out and make that save. As the Lions can play the ball once again. As there's Brown. Brown sent it across. Goes bouncing, and the Zephyrs will race the ball, as I believe that was Fosdick who tried to play it, but the Lions will get possession. A throw-in up the pitch, intercepted by Murphy, and then can be sent further ahead, but the Lions are able to clear it back out. As here's Bates, who left it so that way Grelinski could play it for Mahtomedi, whose strong right-footed kick goes off of the foot of Neil Thompson for Liberty, and they can be corralled by Stoker for Mahtomedi, and then Stoker gets it back up ahead with a chance. Stoker cross in front, looking for a wad. It goes bouncing over his leg. It will go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in opportunity coming for the Liberty Lions with less than 5 minutes to go in this one. All Mahtomedi, 11-0. 7 goal scorers, with Ryan Murphy with 3 and Helio De La Torres with 2. As we take a look at this opportunity that the Zephyrs had. Some great play right on the lines. But unfortunately, Brian Conlow taken down by Mahtomedi, and it will be a free kick opportunity inside the 20-yard line. And a set piece coming here for the Zephyrs. Murphy's sent the kick right onto the foot in front off of the goaltender, and a header in, as that's the second goal of the game for Ian Fosdick, and that makes it an even dozen at 12 goals for the Zephyrs. The rout has been on for a long time, and Fosdick adds the cherry on top. As you can see, a header right in the box. 3 Zephyrs standing right there ready to corral it. It was not a matter of if, but a question of who. And the Zephyrs now lead this one 12-0. As the Lions looking to play for some pride now. Try to rush the ball the other way, but Broughton sends it back, and it goes off of a foot, so that way Berg can play it, and it goes all the way back to the goaltender for Liberty, who sends a right-footed kick onto this near side, but Broughton gets it off the head. And it can be taken over for Mulcahy for the Zephyrs. Mulcahy sends a shot on. I think it went off a couple of players. It did not, and it'll be a throw-in coming here for Liberty Classical Academy. So the Lion goaltender Horn will play the ball, banging out the defense, and a soft pass will go. Delayed offside, advantage called. And it'll be another free kick and a goal kick opportunity coming here for Mahtomedi. As the Ponies begin marching onto the field for the next matchup. Pass comes to that far side. Down goes a Zephyr as Stoker had the body played on him. As Murphy playing it for Mahtomedi to the far side now for Awad. Awad gets around 1, 2, and 3. And Grelinski can play it for the Zephyrs. Grelinski send it up ahead for Stoker. Too far. Race to the corner. Can be played by Berg there. Berg's cross in front off the hands of the goaltender Horn. Well, again, has had some trouble with that slippery ball tonight with the rain that was falling for most of this game. Long pass for Grelinski. Playing back as he'll head it to the goaltender Bates, who will have to use the hands on this one. Bates rolls it back out. And Grelinski can play it inside of 2 minutes here to go in this one. Grelinski looking to go near side now as he can play it. As Berg up ahead for Broughton. Broughton back to Berg on the near side, right at the halfway mark. And a long pass up ahead looking for Conlow. Conlow had the ball go off of his foot. Stoker tried to head it, but missed. And it goes to Ryan Murphy and a number of players fighting for it. And here comes Liberty Classical Academy back the other way. Vitaly Brown can be intercepted. Goes all the way back now. It goes bouncing out of the way of Joseph Nelson, who can play it for the Lions. Into the front of the pitch, turned it over, and another offensive opportunity for Mahtomedi. Here's Stoker now. Stoker with a man back with him. Stoker cutting it back, lost the ball before he can play it back to that corner. Stoker for Broughton. Many of these Zephyr soccer players also play on the hockey team, so some familiarity there has helped them out tonight. As Awad tried to play it off the defense before it goes bouncing out of bounds. Inside now of 35 seconds and counting. A corner kick opportunity coming here for Mahtomedi, looking for a baker's dozen tonight. Awad's right-footed kick. Header opportunity in. Shot in the goal. Here's another one. It's Adam Grelinski again with his second of the night. Now that does make it a baker's dozen. Inside of 20 seconds to go. Mahtomedi has a great pass here in front. As you can see the head, I'm not sure if that was Grelinski or if that was Mulcahy. Minute details at this point, but either way, a baker's dozen for the Zephyrs tonight. 13-0, and with 1 second and 0 on the clock, that'll be the final of this one. A dominant effort by this Zephyr offense, improving their season to 4-0-0 as they have trounced the Liberty Classical Academy Lions here tonight. Great effort for the Zephyrs, and an awesome showing here for their fans tonight who had to sit through the rain for this one. So on behalf of our entire SCC Sports broadcast, through our camera operators and our people back in the truck, my name is Alex Westad. Thank you for joining us here on this broadcast. This is your home for Zephyr Soccer here on SCC Sports.